Have you ever wondered why? After turning 60, your hands and feet often feel cold. Your body feels tired, and your vitality seems to drop for no clear reason. According to the National Institute on Aging, NIA, over 68% of men over 60 experience problems with blood circulation, which affects overall health, sleep quality, and hormonal balance. The concerning part is that most people have no idea what's causing it, and often assume it's just a part of getting older. But the truth is different. Your body is not breaking down. It simply needs to be reactivated in the right way. And sometimes, the answer lies right in your own hands. In this video, I will share 3 simple yet powerful pressure points that can improve circulation, support hormone health as you age, and help you feel stronger and more energized each day, whether you live in the United States, Australia, or anywhere else. Feel free to leave a comment below. Are you over 60? Then make sure to watch this entire video, because your body deserves the right kind of care starting today. After the age of 60, many people begin to notice small but subtle changes in their bodies. Hands feel colder, feet become numb more easily, and the body feels slower every morning when getting out of bed. Some people describe a sense of losing motivation, or simply no longer feeling as strong and vibrant as before. But few realize that all of these issues may stem from a very common cause: age-related decline in blood circulation. As we get older, the blood vessels throughout the body gradually become stiffer and less elastic. The endothelium, the inner lining of the blood vessels that helps regulate blood flow, begins to weaken. This makes it harder for oxygen and nutrients to travel efficiently, especially to distant areas like the hands, feet, and pelvic region. In addition, the natural decline in hormones with age, especially in men, slows down the communication between the brain and various organs, making physiological responses weaker over time. Many people assume this is just an unavoidable part of aging, but in fact, according to a study by the National Institute on Aging (NIH), gentle movement, combined with proper breathing techniques and acupressure, can significantly improve circulation in just a few weeks. One major hidden factor that worsens circulation in older adults is prolonged sitting. This habit, which is very common in senior life, makes it difficult for blood to flow properly to the lower abdomen and legs, leading to numbness, coldness, and loss of energy. If this is paired with poor sleep and not drinking enough water, the body becomes even more sluggish day by day. However, here's the good news: even at 60 or 70, the body still has the ability to heal and reawaken itself if supported in the right way. And sometimes, with just a simple movement of your own hands, you can send a signal to wake up the flow of blood throughout your body. The first pressure point. Li4. Hegu Walter is a 68-year-old man living in the suburbs of Texas. During our first conversation, he told me that for months, his hands had always felt cold, even though the weather was not particularly chilly. A mild tingling sensation in his fingertips had started to worry him. When I mentioned that there was a small point on the hand that could help improve blood circulation, he chuckled and said, "A little spot like this can really help." "Doctor," I showed him how to locate the area where the thumb and index finger meet. That's the Li4 point, also known as Hegu. After just about 30 seconds of gentle pressure on that spot, Walter looked up at me and softly said, "It's warming up." like something is flowing up my arm. The Li4 point is considered one of the most important pressure points in the body's energy system. Though it comes from traditional Eastern medicine, Li4 is now well researched and respected by many Western health professionals as well. The point is located in the soft, fleshy area between the thumb and index finger, very easy to find and apply. When activated properly, this point helps stimulate blood circulation, reduce cold sensations in the hands and feet, and relax the nervous system. You can try it right now. Use the thumb of your other hand to press gently into the soft area between your thumb and index finger for about 60 seconds, while applying pressure. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth, if possible. Close your eyes and imagine the blood flowing from your hand up through your arm, reaching your heart, and then traveling down to your lower abdomen. This is how the body can begin sending signals for natural healing, according to a study published in the Journal of Traditional Chinese Medicine. Daily stimulation of the Li4 point may help improve blood pressure, increase circulation, and regulate hormones in older men. This is a natural form of healthcare. No medication, no side effects. Walter came back to see me after 1 week, looking noticeably more refreshed. He said, "I'm not sure if it's really the pressure point, but my hands have definitely been less cold these past few days, and mornings feel easier now." Li4 may be a small point, but it can bring big results if used consistently, and when combined with other points on the hand. Your whole body can be reawakened more completely. In the next section, I will share a pressure point located right in the center of your palm, a place often called the sleeping center of energy after the age of 60. The second pressure point, Liao Gong. That evening, after a long day at the clinic, I felt completely drained. My body had no energy left. My limbs were sluggish, and my mind felt empty. I sat down, closed my eyes, and tried a technique I had taught many older patients before, a simple way to awaken energy from within the palms. I gently closed my hand into a loose fist, then used the thumb of my other hand to press on the exact center of my palm, the point where the tip of the middle finger touches when the hand is cupped. This is the Liao Gong point. After just a few cycles of gentle pressure, using a rhythm of 3 seconds pressing and 1 second resting, I started to feel a warm sensation spreading from my palm up through my arm and into my chest. It felt as though a small inner flame had been lit inside me. In traditional medicine, the Liao Gong point, also known as the Palace of Labor, is considered a gateway of energy and emotion, a connection point between the physical body and the mind. In older adults, this point is often forgotten because it is rarely used or even known. But when properly activated, Liao Gong can help improve circulation to the heart, lungs, and internal organs. It also supports hormonal balance and enhances mental clarity, helping you feel more grounded and connected with yourself. The technique is very simple. Just gently make a loose fist and use the thumb of your other hand to press into the center of your palm. Apply gentle pressure in a steady rhythm, 3 seconds pressing, 1 second resting, for about 1 minute. Many people have shared that after just a few days of this practice, they begin to feel warmer, more relaxed, and experience deeper sleep. I once had a patient named Richard, age 71, living in Oregon. He came to see me complaining of fatigue, poor sleep, and feeling like he had lost his spark. After being guided through how to press the Liaogong point along with simple breathing, he returned a week later and said, "Not only do I feel stronger, but I feel like I've regained a part of myself I had lost long ago." A small study from Harvard University also found that pressing points on the palm may increase activity in the parasympathetic nervous system, helping to improve sleep, blood pressure, and emotional regulation in people over 60. Though the Lao Gong point is tucked away in the center of the palm, it holds a very special energy. When awakened, it not only warms the body, but also reconnects you physically, mentally, and emotionally, and to strengthen the benefits even further. The next section will introduce the third pressure point, located near the elbow, often called a power boost for strength in later life. The third pressure point, Li10. I still remember clearly the first time I met Curtis, a 72-year-old former firefighter living in Colorado. He was a man full of determination, with a strong voice and eyes that still sparkled with life. But then he sat down and sighed. "I still want to live actively, like I used to, but my body just won't cooperate anymore." That sentence stayed with me. Curtis didn't lack willpower. He simply needed a simple tool to reactivate the strength that had been asleep inside his body. I guided him to find a small point on the outer side of his forearm, about 2 to 3 finger widths down from the crease of the elbow. When Curtis pressed the spot, he winced and then laughed. "This spot is sore. I think I found it." That's the Li10 point, known in traditional medicine as Shaoxin, and in modern health terms, it's often seen as a switch that boosts vitality and muscle endurance. The Li10 point has a special connection with the muscles in the arms, back, and even the lower abdomen. When activated regularly, it can help improve blood circulation, enhance physical movement, and support age-related hormonal health, which forms the foundation for well-being in older men. In addition, several studies in the United States have shown that stimulating Li10 may reduce chronic fatigue, improve sleep quality, and help restore flexibility in the body's systems. The technique is fairly simple. Use your thumb to press on the outer part of your forearm, about 5 to 6 centimeters below the elbow. When you press the right spot, you may feel a slight ache or tension. That's a sign your body is responding. Maintain steady pressure for about 60 seconds, and gently rotate your wrist to enhance the effect. If done regularly in the morning and evening, you may start to feel lighter and more flexible over time. Curtis followed the instructions carefully and practiced consistently. 2 weeks later, he returned with a bright look in his eyes. "I don't just feel stronger," he said, "but I also feel like a part of my manhood has come back." That wasn't something magical. It simply meant that his body was being awakened in the right way, at the right place, and at the right time. Li10 is the third and final point in the trio of vital pressure spots I want to share with you. When you combine all three, from hand to forearm, the results for circulation, vitality, and mental clarity can be significantly amplified. Many people think that pressing the right pressure points alone is enough to improve circulation, but in fact, the effects can be multiplied when combined with a few simple daily habits. Breathing, hydration, and sleep, though they may seem minor, are actually the three key factors that determine your ability to recover and maintain health after the age of 60. Let's start with breathing. Leonard, a 67-year-old man from Arizona, came to see me looking tired and low on energy. Even though he had been practicing acupressure daily, he still felt like his body was running on half a tank. I taught him a simple morning breathing exercise. Place one hand on your belly and the other on your chest. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, making sure only your belly rises. Hold your breath for 7 seconds while gently tightening your lower abdomen, the same muscles you would use to stop the flow of urine. Finally, exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this cycle 5 times. After just a few days of consistent practice, Leonard called and said, "I feel more alert and warmer." My wife even asked if I had changed something. The second habit is how you drink water. Many older adults either drink too little or choose the wrong types of fluids. Another patient named Bill, age 74, once told me he drank coffee all day and thought that was enough. When I checked, he was severely dehydrated. His blood was thick, circulation was poor, and his hands and feet were cold. I suggested a simple change each morning after waking up. Drink 500 milliliters of warm water mixed with a few drops of lemon juice and a small pinch of sea salt. Then, take a few minutes to walk around gently so the water can absorb into the cells. A week later, he came back and said, "I not only feel less tired, but I also feel like my body is being recharged." Lastly, let's talk about sleep. Harold, age 70, once shared that even though he went to bed on time, he woke up feeling empty, tired, and drained. I asked if he often watched TV or used his phone before bed. His answer was yes, and that was the problem. The light from screens disrupts the production of melatonin, the hormone necessary for nighttime healing. I advised Harold to turn off all electronic devices at least 2 hours before bed, switch to light reading, do some deep breathing, and apply the 3 pressure points he had learned. 1 week later, he returned with a bright face and a big smile. "Not only am I sleeping better," he said, "but I wake up feeling confident and energized like I did in my 50s. These 3 simple habits, deep breathing, proper hydration, and quality sleep, are the foundation that allows the pressure points to deliver their full benefits. When you combine these daily practices with acupressure techniques, your entire body can be reactivated, blood flows more freely, hormones become more balanced, and your overall vitality improves naturally." Carlos, age 68, is a retired teacher living in Florida. He had tried everything to improve his health: exercise, supplements, and a change in diet. But no matter how consistent he was, the fatigue and cold hands and feet never went away. He shared that each morning he woke up feeling sluggish, mentally foggy, and like his body just wasn't ready for the day. When he came to see me, he wasn't expecting a miracle. He simply wanted to feel healthy again, in a natural way. I shared with him a simple drink recipe that I've tested with many older adults. It's not a miracle drink, and it's not an expensive product. It uses everyday ingredients that are easy to find, but when combined the right way, they create a mixture that can help stimulate blood flow, support hormone function, and help the body feel more awake each morning. The ingredients include 1 small beet, 1 slice of fresh ginger, the juice of 1 lemon, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, 1 glass of unsweetened pomegranate juice, and a small pinch of cayenne pepper, if you don't have a juicer. Blending and straining the mixture works just as well. Beets are rich in natural nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that helps relax blood vessels and increase blood flow to key organs. Ginger and cayenne pepper provide natural warmth and stimulate circulation all the way to the hands and feet, areas that are often cold in people over 60. Lemon and honey gently cleanse the digestive system and support nutrient absorption. And pomegranate juice, according to research from the University of California, not only supports heart health, but also helps protect the prostate and stabilize hormones in older men. Each morning, after drinking the warm lemon salt water I mentioned earlier, follow it with a glass of this circulation-boosting drink. It's best to drink it on an empty stomach, about 20 to 30 minutes before breakfast. If you also practice morning acupressure, drink this first to increase its effectiveness, like fueling up your circulation before starting the engine. Carlos followed the routine consistently. Just over a week later, he called me with excitement in his voice. I feel lighter in the mornings, warmer, and surprisingly clear-headed. My wife even said I seem a few years younger. It's a small change, but when done every day, it can make a big difference. When your body is properly hydrated, gently warmed from the inside, and supported by acupressure and steady breathing, you begin to awaken the natural vitality that aging seems to take away. And most importantly, this is a drug-free, non-exhausting approach that fits perfectly with the gentle rhythm of senior life. Whether you are in your 60s or 70s, your body still holds remarkable potential for recovery. Signs like cold hands and feet, fatigue, poor sleep, or a drop in vitality are not the end of the road. In fact, they are gentle reminders that your body simply needs to be cared for again, starting with the simplest things. The 3 pressure points located on your hand and forearm, Li4 Lao Gong and Li10, are not just quick tricks or distant techniques. They are natural switches recognized by traditional medicine and now supported by modern research. When you learn how to activate them correctly and practice regularly each day, they can help improve circulation, warm the body, support hormonal balance, and restore clarity and energy in a gentle way. These benefits become even clearer when you add just a few simple habits to your daily routine: deep breathing each morning, drinking warm water with lemon and sea salt, sleeping early, and avoiding screen time before bed. And especially, a glass of morning juice made from beetroot, ginger, lemon, honey, and pomegranate is a precious gift for your circulation and prostate health. You don't need to do a lot, just do it consistently. Small actions, repeated every day, can lead to big changes. Your body doesn't need a miracle. It just needs you to listen and care for it the right way. If you found today's content helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Share the video with your loved ones, and leave a comment telling us which country you're watching from. Are you using any daily habits to improve your health? Feel free to share with us. And remember, good health in your later years isn't about luck. It's about persistence and the choice to take action. Starting today.